Unit 2.11.2 Monopoly Market. Part 1. The Monopoly Market Structure. A monopoly market is one which is assumed to have the following market characteristics. 1. There is only a singular firm that supplies the product. 2. There is barriers to market entry, which stops new firms from penetrating the market. 3. Firms in this market can make long-run supernormal profits. 4. Non-availability of close substitutes of the good on the market. 5. There is high level of inefficiency. Allocative and productive barriers to market entry. 1. A barrier to market entry is one of the main characteristics that all monopolies have. These barriers can be natural, like due to high cost of starting up, or artificial, like being protected by licenses, patents and franchise agreements. 2. Due to these barriers, monopolists' firms are able to maintain their market dominance or power. When there is no entry to market, firms can supply goods at a price they choose, and because the price is not determined by the forces of demand and supply, they will be able to sell these goods at a new market price. Examples of entry barriers. 1. Legal barriers. These are exclusive rights that monopolists have been granted by the government to provide certain good or service. Some of the other legal barriers may include patents and copyright held by the firm to prevent new entrants to the market. 2. Brand loyalty. When a monopolist firm has a brand that has a market dominance, this becomes very hard for new entrants to enter the market and make profits. 3. Resource ownership. When a firm has exclusive ownership for resources used to produce a good or a service, it becomes very hard for new firms to enter the market. Profits in a monopoly market. 1. The formula used for determining the profit in a firm is the same as that of the perfect competition market. Profit equal average revenue minus average cost multiplied by the quantity produced. 2. Knowing that firms in a monopolist economy are not price takers but rather price makers. This means that the MR and AR, equal to D, curves are no longer horizontal lines as is in a perfect competition market. The monopolists have relatively large share of the market and faces a somewhat inelastic, or steep, downward sloping demand or AR curve. In a monopolist market structure, maximum profit is achieved at a point where MC is equals to MR. When firms pursue the maximum profit strategy of MC equals MR, there will be no allocative efficiency because at Q, P, MP is greater than MC at this production level. Instead, its profit maximizing level is at P, M, on the average revenue is greater than P, M, C. To be allocative efficient, profit maximization must be at R or where P equals MC. There is also no productive efficiency due to the fact that production of the profit maximizing output, Q, P, M, is not at the level where ATC is at its minimum at point Z. Productive efficiency is defined as the ability of the firm to produce at the lowest point of the ATC, which is a point Z in the diagram. Economies of scale. When a firm grows significantly big in terms of size, its production cost per unit may fall. This fall in the average cost is known as economies of scale. There are several forms of economies of scale. 1. Specialization. When a firm grows, the firm has its workers work in specialized units of the firm in order to increase efficiency. 2. Division of labor. This is breaking down of production process into smaller activities. For examples, a car manufacturing firm can break the process into units such as car assembly unit, painting unit, electrical unit, etc. 3. Bulk buying. When a firm grows big, it becomes established and suppliers tend to give the firm raw materials at a discounted rate. 4. Financial economies. An established large firm has easy access to funds as lenders are assured of their return on every amount they invest in. Please click subscribe to our video if you find the content useful. All the best with your assignments.